share. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my videos and press bell icon for watching my latest updates and upcoming videos. In today's video, we will discuss about HSC Economics Chapter 1st Introduction to Micro and Macroeconomics. In my previous video, we had discussed about scope of microeconomics. In this video, we will discuss or study about scope of macroeconomics. I have drawn the diagram and table for you. Scope of macroeconomics. So it is divided into 4 subdivisions or 4 subcategories, parts. First part is theory of income and employment. So this theory is related with income of the people in the economy, or income they are getting, or of all the people in the economy. Then employment. Are all the people employed in the economy, do they have jobs? If you want to understand the national income and the employment rate of the economy, we have to study it under scope of microeconomics, under theory of income and employment. It is further subdivided into 2 parts, theory of income and employment. It is subdivided into 2 parts. First is theory of consumption function. Second is theory of investment function. So who is doing consumption? Consumer. So it is related with consumption of the consumer, theory of consumption function. Second, theory of investment function. Who is doing investment? Businessman, producer is investing his money. So whatever is related to production will come under investment function. Again, we have subdivision in this theory of consumption function and investment function. We have theory of business cycles. So how business cycles like recession, the stage, then second stage is recovery, top prosperity, then downfall, and finally slack or depression affect the economy. How the people get job in prosperity, their income increases in prosperity, and in depression vice versa, that income is less or no income in depression and there are no employment opportunity available. So how the theory of business cycle is related with investment, consumption, income and employment. If the economy is in prosperity, the consumer will consume more because they have more income. So again it is consumption function is related with income. Then employment also will be more. So income is more, employment more, there will be more consumption by the consumer at the top level, and vice versa. At depression, people will not have much income, no more employment opportunity, no consumption, okay, by the consumer. Same is followed in theory of investment. If the economy is, people are getting more income, more jobs in prosperity, so investment will be done, money will be there, provided by the financial institution, banks to the businessman will be more. So the investment will be more in investment function. In this way, theory and vice versa. In depression, the businessman will not get loan, he cannot raise capital, so investment cannot be done in case of depression or recession. Okay. So in this way, theory of business cycle is related with theory of income, employment, consumption function and investment function. Okay. Moving on to our next theory, that is theory of general price level. Whatever is the price of goods and services in the economy, that will be decided in general price level. Total price level of the economy divided by number of goods and services produced in the economy, we will get the general price level in the economy. Okay. I hope these first two theories are clear to you. Next is theory of economic growth and development. So economic growth means growth of the economy in broader sense, increase in employment, income, no poverty, education, opportunities are there more, and same for development. Growth and development, if the country is achieving growth, country can gradually achieve development. Development is broader concept, growth is a narrower concept. So after getting growth, development of the country is also possible. Without growth, development is not possible. So development also is, we'll understand with this theory whether the country is developing or the country is underdeveloped or the country has been developed. With the help of theory of economic growth and development, we can compare it with the models prepared like Malnobis model. So in this way we can understand that whether the country has achieved economic growth or development with the help of theory of economic growth and development. Lastly, macroeconomic theory of distribution. So it's doing distribution supply. Okay. So if prices are more, he will distribute more goods and services. If prices of commodities are less, he will distribute less goods and services. So that is macro concept because it is related to entire economy, the study of aggregates. Okay. So macro is derived from Greek word M-A-K-R-O-S. So in this way, all this theory I think are clear. We'll do a quick recap of the theories. First is theory of income and employment, further divided into theory of consumption function, second theory of investment function, and lastly theory of business cycle or trade cycles. Next theory is theory of general price level in the economy. Next theory of economic growth and development, and lastly macro theory of distribution. All these come under scope areas of macroeconomics in chapter first of economics, that is introduction to micro and macroeconomics. I hope the concept is clear. Okay, we'll come out with more interesting videos shortly. Till then, thank you.